Potatoes are coming up. Gonna get them covered over again. We planted Yukon Golds. That's what we love more than any other potato. The whole row looks like this, so. And the onions are all coming up. It's about time to start kind of exposing the bulbs a little bit. They grow a lot better if you expose the bulbs. Come through and weed them today. We're supposed to be about 84 today, so we're getting the garden pretty much planted today. Gonna try and put the tomatoes out. Jeff tilled up our tomato area, and we've discovered what the goats didn't eat last week is a couple of broccoli plants, a few lettuce plants, and some spinach. So I have more starts in the greenhouse that have started. I'll show you in a minute. But today's a day for working in the garden, getting our weeding done. And this is why he's doing the garden. Those tomato plants are just huge, and some of them are starting to get a little weak. They need to get in the ground or be put in bigger pots, and I don't have a lot of bigger pots, so we usually plant Memorial Weekend, and today's the 10th of May, so we're a couple weeks ahead, but we're not supposed to have any more freezing nights. The 2-week forecast, we do have some rain and some cooler weather, but no more frost, so we're going to go ahead and at least put the tomatoes out, and probably the patty pan squash and the zucchini can go out, and the corn. Look at that, you guys. We're getting a head start on our corn this year. Now we'll plant that, and then we'll probably plant, we'll probably direct sow some seeds, just so we'll have some coming off, and then, you know, 3 weeks later have more coming off. So that'll be good for extending our season. And then of course the green beans are just now starting to pop, so those won't go in until Memorial Weekend for sure. And then everything the goats ate, you can see I've restarted, and dumb goats, I tell you, sometimes you wonder. Actually, dumb human for leaving the gate open, but we won't talk about that. But this is why we need to plant the tomatoes, is this, it needs to be supported. So that's going to go in the ground today. And like I said, we're warm today. We've got a few weeks of cool weather. It won't, as long as it doesn't freeze, it won't, we've noticed it won't hurt the tomatoes. So definitely I'd rather have them in the ground than lose them in the greenhouse. So, but look guys, it's all my tomato plants are starting to flower. Very colorful. And of course, I think I said it in the last video, with all the tomatoes I planted, I forgot to do slicing tomatoes. So Jeff went and bought me a couple of early girls, which is what we typically do for slicing. We like them. But even these are the San Marzanos, and they're starting to put out some flowers, so it's time. I'm a little concerned. Some of them are starting to get the leaf issues, and so they definitely need to get out in the ground, and so I can treat them out there. I think all they need is the calcium. So, but anyway, so the grandsons have decided their watermelon plants died, so we have 3 grandsons, and each one of them are taking one different. One's taking a tender sweet, one's taking the crimson, and one's taking a Hermiston, so they can see which one grows the best. But look at my bell peppers, you guys. They're just, everything just really took off. My banana peppers, I'm really excited. The pickling cucumbers, I didn't pickle last year because I really didn't have enough. My cucumbers didn't do well, so I doubled up this year. I probably planted way too many, but that's okay. I'll pickle them. We like them pickled, so. That's the greenhouse. That's what we're doing today. Everything's just, my goodness, taken off, and I'm running out of room in here. So the tomatoes are all in. We even put in a couple of the squash. Things look a little droopy. They're in a little bit of a shock, but they'll pop right out of it. 12 tomatoes. And then gifting a neighbor one. So that'll set us for the year. And that is next. Corn. Okay guys, got the corn in. Sorry we didn't film it. We were in a hurry. It's Mother's Day and our kids came over. But we had enough to do one, I think he said they're 35-foot rows. One row, then a little bit on that, and then we just direct seeded the rest. So we'll get 2 full rows. That's enough to give us enough corn for the year. But everything's doing really good. I'll take you in the greenhouse next. The potatoes are really coming up. He bedded them in again. And all my tomatoes and squash and zucchini are doing good. So let's walk out in the greenhouse and I'll show you what we have out there. But yay, the corn is in. This is an experiment for us. We've never started it in the greenhouse and then put it out here. We've always direct seed planted it. So, you know, you never know until you try. But it really does look really good. So I'm excited. We have a couple of days of cool weather coming our way. No freezing. Our freezing is done. That's why we went ahead and decided to plant. We typically plant Memorial Weekend, but no freezing, so a little bit of cooler weather, a few rain showers here and there. It'll only help the garden, it won't hurt it. So anyways, let's walk out to the greenhouse. Look at the green beans, guys. They're coming up. Now I'll plant all of these, and I think I said in another video, I like to do about 95 plants, 90 plants. Take care of all of our green bean needs for the year. Eating fresh, pickling, and then canning or freezing. I'm going to freeze them this year. I'm not going to can them. I have found I liked them better frozen. So anyways, we'll wait another week, let these get a good set before we plant these out, and then where we need to, we'll fill in with direct seed planting, and that way, you know, as some is coming off, some is getting ready to. So we've done that. We've done it like this 2 years, 3 years maybe in a row, and I just absolutely love doing it like this. It's so much easier. So, actually, I also have my cauliflower and broccoli. All came back up, no thanks to the goats. Keep the goats out of your garden, guys. They will eat you out of house and home. But this is next too. Look at what, I don't know what happened to that little watermelon, but it just died. But that's okay, I've got more. The grandsons came and each of them took a watermelon of their own, so hopefully they'll be able to get them to grow. But I'll be popping these in during the week. Probably the crookneck squash will go in next, and then my bell peppers can go in, and then my cucumbers and my eating cucumbers. I've got 2 different varieties that I'll be planting, of course, in separate areas. But anyways, that's the greenhouse. This is what's left, and you know, we're almost fully into gardening, guys. I am so excited. I love gardening. I love watching things grow, and going out and picking our dinner out of the garden is just, there's nothing like it. I love it. So anyways, if you wouldn't mind giving us a like and give us a subscription. We actually hit our 1,000 mark Friday. We were just so excited. We never thought the channel would even do this. So, you know, you guys tell us some of the videos that you want to see, and we'll try and help you out. Maybe even one of these days Jeff and I will get in front of the camera and introduce ourselves properly. But anyways, so that's what's going on in the garden. That's what's going on in the homestead. All the babies are put up for the night. We separate them at 7 o'clock in the evening, and I milk at 7 o'clock in the morning, so they have a 12-hour separation. Everybody's in kid jail. Hey, my babies. Where are you? I can't see you. There you are. Hi, lovey. Anyways, this is the back of those sheds. Jeff built a little area for them. And when we're done with doing this at night, this will actually be an area to keep chicks. But don't worry, they can't get their heads caught in there. It's all been tested and retested and then tested again.